Hello everyone, I just wanted to make a quick video and go over everything we know about the FNAF X Dead by Daylight chapter. Everything that I talk about was revealed on Dead by Daylight's latest livestream or when they were at PAX West earlier today. During the stream, they revealed that, yes, Springtrap was obviously the killer. Sadly, though, they did reveal that there is no survivor in this chapter. And when they revealed it, they also seemed disappointed. So it seems like it's more of Scott's fault that we aren't going to get Michael Afton in the game anytime soon. It's probably more of Scott not wanting to give Michael a face for some reason. And I'll go over that a little bit more after this. Behavior did reveal that we will be getting a map along with this chapter. Here's one of the many pictures that we have of the map. It clearly shows us that there's some ideas and references from the movie, like the sign where Freddy has gloves, like from the FNAF movie sign. But to my knowledge, this map is supposed to be canon to the games, with it just having some inspiration from the movie. In this image, we get to see Springtrap a little bit more clearly, and we see the entrance of the pizzeria, with it being having inspiration from the FNAF movie again. In this picture, we get to see an overview of the main part of the pizzeria. And if you look closely, you could see the main band, not counting Foxy, in the background on stage, which is pretty cool. I was actually really excited about getting to see the animatronics. I was not really expecting that. In this image, we get to see the main room, but in a lower angle. And this time, we get to see that the main stage is lit up, and that the generator in this main room will actually make the main band, like, light up. Maybe they'll start, like, dancing and whatever they do, but it's possible that just whenever completing this generator, it lights up the stage. And if you look closely, Cupcake is missing from Chica's plate. This image is the arcade, which a ball pit is featured in the middle of it. This ball pit might just be a reference to the movie, or maybe a reference to Into the Pit, the book/game. I did find it interesting that there was some blood next to the ball pit, but I don't really think that's referencing anything or having any lore significant. I think it's more of just adding blood and gore into the game to make it look scary. But I did find it interesting. Gladly, behavior also allowed us to be able to go in the back room and see the animatronic parts. Like you could see on the shelf in the back that the animatronic heads are there, and an endo head. And there is a hole in the wall because of the entity. And it shows us more clearly than, yeah, this is an inside map and an outside map. This image is a little bit more interesting, with us being able to see a thing on a chair. At the first time I saw this, I believed it was like some version of the FNAF shredder, like from the movie. But after seeing people talk about it on Twitter, I do agree that it's probably some type of endo. And probably like the machine that gets Ralph/the phone guy stuck in the suit, the Freddy Fazbear suit, when he dies. Or / Michael Afton when he dies in FNAF 1 too. I did want to bring up a Twitter user found a comparison of the mimic to this endo head that is found on the shelf in the background on the one picture. I think it's more of just a reference or behavior modeling the endo head off the mimic, basing it off that. Or maybe it's a reference off a future FNAF chapter, but I feel like it's more just a reference. Final picture is this, and it's a security door. And the picture is blurry, but there is a camera on top of the security door. It is believed that it's either going to be a part of Springtrap's power, or that this map specifically is going to have security doors that survivors can interact with, or Springtrap can interact with, and the cameras Springtrap or the survivors can interact with. If it is Springtrap's power, then I don't... some maps, I feel like it would be really hard to put this in, like the alien map. Like there's not enough small spaces for security doors there, so my guess is this is just gonna be a certain a certain thing just for this map. During the stream, we also got a surprise of a special legendary skin Springtrap will have. Matthew Lillard, aka the Yellow Rabbit from the FNAF movie, will be a legendary skin for Springtrap. This was not that surprising. I expected it, but it is actual good news. At the moment, I do find it pretty goofy looking. I'm hoping that this is just an early look and they tweak it a little bit, because it really was. I was really put off, and it does look a little goofy. But I'm expecting for some tweaks. But yeah, I'm actually really excited for that skin. Now getting into Springtrap's weapon for that chapter. Unlike what leaks, quote unquote, I never believed them, that Springtrap was going to have an axe, and his power was going to be him throwing the axe like Huntress, but being able to bring the survivors towards him like the Deathslinger. I never believed this, because this is not even a lore-accurate power for Springtrap. But in the teaser, it is shown, not clearly, but pretty clear, that his weapon is a knife. Similar to the Yellow Rabbit, is a knife too. It's confirmed that Springtrap's voice actor will be Peachy Haywood, the same voice actor who played and voiced him in Sister Location, and also voices Michael Afton in Sister Location. The legendary skin, which is the Yellow Rabbit from the movie, will be voiced by Matthew Lillard.
Ollie, ollie, oxen free. Ollie, ollie, oxen free. Ready or not, here I come.
Some sad news is we might not get cosmetics for original characters. One of the developers said there are boundaries, and one of them is very clear for Scott, is that the power we created for Springtrap needs to make sense for whoever you become. With that in mind, there's only a subset of legendaries that can work. It is entirely possible that this is just talking about Springtrap, and does not matter about cosmetics for original characters. Like, we could still get Molted Freddy for the Dredge, or Vanny for the Legion. But I fear that this might mean that only certain original killers will get cosmetics, while we might only get, like, a few only. But I have a sliver of hope that that's not the case. Now I want to talk about how and why FNAF is not going to have a survivor for this chapter, sadly. When revealed during the stream, this is what one of the developers said.
So, as you've seen, there is no survivor in this chapter, but, yeah.
By his reaction saying that and how he said it, it's really clear that this is not Behavior's fault that we aren't getting a survivor, and it's more of Scott's fault that Michael Afton is not coming to Dead by Daylight, at least anytime soon. This is really upsetting to me. This is one of my biggest hopes for the chapter. Yeah. So I have some ideas of why. Like a mini theory of mine is maybe Michael is still alive, like my one theory, in Security Breach, and he wants it to be a big surprise, so he doesn't want him to come into the game soon. But I don't know. It's actually really depressing that Michael Afton will not be coming to the game. Because of this, I've made a petition to try to get Scott to let Michael come into the game in some way. As a legendary survivor skin, or a paragraph survivor in the future, we need Michael some way in this game. He's the main protagonist of the main FNAF games, FNAF 1 through 6, and he deserves to be in this chapter, or in Dead by Daylight. So the petition will be in the description. Make sure you sign it. At this point in time, I have 63 signatures. So make sure you sign the petition and share it to as many people you are possibly available. Yeah. I will not stop advocating for Michael to get in Dead by Daylight one day. It will be one of my biggest missions, because this is not a full FNAF chapter without the protagonists. Okay, here's the last minute things I'm gonna add. It is confirmed that jump scares will have something to do with Springtrap's power, and there will be jump scares and Easter eggs and most likely lore around the map. Probably like one of the jump scares will be like Cupcake jumping out from somewhere, since, like I mentioned earlier, Cupcake is missing from Chica's plate. But yeah, overall, I am excited. Supposedly, there is going to be a stream next week talking more about the FNAF chapter. So I'll see you then.